I look really pale. I put a lot of bronzer on today. Let's try the lighting. Yeah, up over here I'm really tan. Hey, welcome back. This is Simply Gabbie. Thanks for coming back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, hey again. So I'm preparing this video on Monday and I'm preparing it to go out on Wednesday, so I'm trying to get it ahead of time so I'm not late again. So I thought today would be a different type of video, not even focusing on what I normally talk about. So I thought it would be interesting to talk about what I actually watch on my own YouTube channel and talk about some of my favorite YouTubers and why. So I thought that would be kind of interesting to share my favorites, and that way if you are interested in what they are like based on what I'm saying, go check them out because I'll link them below. So I just wanted to tell you some of my favorite, some of the people that I watch on YouTube, because it's like a weird concept. People on YouTube also watch YouTube, so it's curious to know what other people are watching and what they enjoy, because it all varies, and I'm sure everybody watches a variety of different things. So I made a little list of all of the people that I watch frequently and really enjoy. So I'm going to talk a little bit about that, and then we'll get right into it. So I made a list of 5. So the first person that I really enjoy is Gabbie Hanna. So not only do we have the same name, she is awesome. She's been on YouTube for a really long time. She started out on Vine, I think, and transitioned over to YouTube when Vine died.
Hey, oh, were you just working out?
No, why?
And why are you so sweaty?
Yeah, I was working out.
So she's been really popular for a really long time. She's got 5 or 6 million subscribers. I don't even know. She's got a lot of subscribers, and it's because she's really funny. Her story times are my favorite thing ever. That's probably why a lot of people watch hers. That's probably why a lot of people watch her channel and to begin with, just because her story times are so funny, and her personality when she tells them is just hysterical. So I just love her personality, and I feel like she's really honest with herself, and when she videos and shares things on like Snapchat or Instagram or YouTube, she's always really honest. It feels that she's really honest with everything that she's saying, and you can kind of tell that she's just always having a really good time, and even if she's not, she's sharing about it and just trying to get through it. So I really admire her, how honest she is, and the fact that she just like released a couple of her songs, honestly, was a really good song. At first I was like, okay, and then that's one of those songs where you think, oh, I don't really like this song, and then you come back and listen to it 20 times. So that was like that. I wasn't like, I thought it was good, but I didn't think I would replay it, and then I ended up listening to it 90 times and then added it on Apple Music. So that's a really good song, and I also really like her song Out Loud. So she has some really good music. So she, not only is she a really good YouTuber, she's a really good musician. So good job, Gabbie. So I don't even know if she'll see this, but if you don't watch her already, you need to. She's really funny, so I'll link her below. The second person that I really enjoy is Miss Remi Ashten. I found her on accident, pretty much. I guess that's how everybody finds everybody else on YouTube. But I was just like scrolling through the trending pages, and one of her stories had a really catchy One of her YouTube videos had a really catchy title. It was like, I was really into, I think what I was searching for, I was looking at, I thought the stories about psycho roommates were really hilarious, and I loved to hear what happened. So I was really like loving those story times from all these different YouTubers. And then she came up with, her title was, I think it was My Psycho Neighbor, and her title just looked like really engaging, and it looked hilarious. So I had to click on it because I was really into those types of videos. So I clicked on it, and I just really love her. She's just so peppy. I just love it. She doesn't seem like anything gets her down. Even her story times where she's talking about a really terrible story, or like something that happened to her, she always manages to be really funny about it, and she seems really upbeat.
All of a sudden I hear a knock at the door, and Danielle was outside in the living room just playing on her phone, like laying on the couch. And so I like look, and I'm like waiting, and I'm like, maybe it wasn't a knock, maybe it was something else. And then Danielle like comes over to the door, and she's like, there's someone at the door. So then I just go to the door to check out what's going on, and as I'm going to the door, I see the clock, and I glance at the time. It is 1:50 a.m. And
she just seems like a really happy person, and I wouldn't mind being friends with her, honestly. I would love to be friends with someone like that. Too bad I don't know anybody like that, but she seems really funny, and I just really enjoy the way she conducts her story time. She feels like she doesn't leave anything out when she's talking. Her roommate, her crazy neighbor, that was just hilarious, and the fact that she actually had like clips of that day to kind of like back up her story was just like, it was really cool to see that. It was like, it really painted a really big, like a really good picture in my head about what actually happened, because I could kind of get a visual, and then you could hear some of the things that were happening in the story. So she is just hilarious, and her weight loss journey, she's doing so good. So she used to be fluffier, so she used to be like, she used to weigh a little bit more, so, and now she's on a weight loss journey, and she's lost so much, so she's doing a really good job. So if you are struggling with weight too, she's apparently now she's the queen of losing weight. So I would highly recommend going over to her channel and checking her out. She's really funny, and she's got a lot of good stuff. So I'll link her down below. I'm gonna link everybody down below. This guy isn't for everybody. I just particularly like him because I'm really into like economics and business and things like that, and so I watch Dave Ramsey. He's a financial like guide. He's really funny though. If he wasn't funny, I probably wouldn't be able to like stay tuned to the whole thing, because talking about money isn't all that fun.
A car a good idea?
Because it's not Chicago and it's not New York, it's LA, so no matter what, I will have to drive to my work, and I don't have a car.
Yeah, but what did you buy?
I got a Kia Niro.
Brand new?
It is brand new, yes.
Yeah, and so you went and spent a bunch of money on a car when you were already over $100,000 in debt. Okay, what do you owe on your Kia?
27, 28.
Okay. All right.
I got it. Oh, sorry.
Well, number one, I cannot imagine a world in which I would accept 12 years of servitude as my future.
Yeah.
Okay. And so I'm a rip the Band-Aid off fast guy, not pull it off one arm hair at a time for 12 years. Okay?
Yeah.
That sounds.
So the fact that he is really funny about the way that he's trying to help people get their finances on track. He's just really funny, and he's really honest, and I really like that about him. I like a person, whether they're honest and mean or honest and nice. I just like honesty in general. So he's really honest, and he's not going to sugarcoat anything for you. So the way it works is a lot of people call into his show, and he gives them advice. So if there's something that's on his mind, he's gonna tell them, and whether or not it comes across mean, he doesn't really care. He just wants to tell the truth. So I really enjoy him. Not sure how I would feel if he was like being honest like that to me, but I wouldn't make a lot of the decisions that some of those people make that call in. So if you're into any of that, or you just like, maybe if you have student loans or something like that, it could be helpful to anybody. So I really enjoy him. He's really honest. His videos are very, like, a lot of them are like 5 minutes or less, so I like that because my attention span, I get a little bored sometimes. So some of his stuff is really short, so that way you can like get through different topics quickly, and then you can just move on without having like a 20-day lesson on one thing. So that was an exaggeration, but he's really funny, he's really quick to the point, and he's really honest, and he talks about things that really matter, like debt and finances and things like that. So that's probably not what everyone wants to hear. They want to hear like I'm watching like Brent Rivera, but I'm not watching Brent Rivera all that often. So I prefer Dave Ramsey over a lot of random things that I could be watching throughout the day. So he's really funny. So, and then the next person that I watch, her name is Annie Nova. So she's from England, I think. I don't really know where she's from. She sounds like, I think she references England a lot in her videos. She has a lot of good story times, so I usually, whenever I go to her channel, I know that she's gonna have really good stories. So she talks about that. She talks about all her story times. She goes to university over in England, so she's really funny when she does her story times. I feel like the story times that are the best are the ones that you can tell people are being honest. When they're not being honest, there's like things that are missing or don't seem quite right, and it's because they've like overthought it because things aren't true. But her stories are always really funny and they're always really accurate, so she always has some like really detailed stories, and it comes with like some crazy situations that I never even thought would happen. Like you hear all these stories but you don't think it'll happen to you, and then it happens. Like it happens to regular people, and it's just crazy that she's comfortable enough to share these crazy stories that are probably really embarrassing. So I really admire her for that. So she is able to talk about these things that have really hurt her, but she turns them into really funny stories. And she's just really upbeat, and she's really bright, and I just really enjoy her, and I love her English accents.
Hi! I still don't know how to start these videos. I don't have a catchphrase or anything like that, so be prepared to always have an awkward intro.
So I really enjoy all her videos. I really watch everything, honestly, of hers. So she's a smaller YouTuber, but I think she'll get bigger one day. So and there's only one more that I have on this little receipt thing, my receipt list. I watched Jade Darmawangsa. That's a really big last name. So she goes, like, her fans go by like Dharma Nation, so that's a lot easier to say. She specializes in like getting YouTube, like utilizing YouTube properly and like your social media. So she talks about like, basically she trains people and mentors people to utilize their social media for success. So if you're on YouTube, she'll train you on YouTube. Of course she charges for stuff like that. Her time is obviously valuable. So she focuses on that. She wants to help other people grow on Instagram and YouTube. But I think it's really cool to not only see all this, all the fancy stuff she's doing, but she talks about like all the stuff she does throughout the day. She like wakes up really early. I want to do that, but it's really hard.
Good morning. It is currently 5:30 a.m. and you might be wondering, Jade, why are you this excited at 5:30? Every day I wake up to the sound of my Google Home. She wakes me up, and I think I should walk you through my CEO morning routine. I'm joking. 5:30 is not that early compared to some CEOs that wake up at 4:30. I think a good morning routine is crucial because I start like freaking my out if I don't focus or if I don't get done. So this is the bet.
But anyways, Jade talks about, she shows how much she goes to the gym. She has all these good habits, and she shows us every day by videoing and doing Instagram live. So I really enjoy seeing all of that on hers. But she also talks about different paths to success on social media. So she breaks it up in a way you can understand. She's really honest. All of the people that I watch are really honest, or they appear really honest. So honestly, I haven't really seen a video where I thought someone was lying, because I guess everyone thinks their version is the truth. So, but anyway, I like feeling that someone's telling me the truth. So I like feeling like, I feel like when I'm watching the video, like they're telling me their secrets. So it feels like really cool to watch their videos, and like her videos in particular about like why so-and-so is happening on your social media channel, why no one's watching, or why people are watching, and like she's really funny, and I really enjoy like her personality. And all of these people have different personalities, but I think they all have like one thing in common, and it's like they're really confident, or they appear really confident with the way that they do their videos and things like that. And I just really look up to the way that they make videos, and I hope that I can be as consistent and have as good videos as they do one day. So so that's basically it for my list. I mean, I watch a lot of other things on YouTube, but these are the ones that I subscribe to and watch like daily, or every few days. So So I really like those people. I'll link them all down below so you can find them. So just tell me what you guys want to see because you're the ones watching. So leave me a comment down below. Let me know what you liked about this video or what you want to see next. And I will be back next week.